Hey everybody, Brian Balmages here, and I'm really excited about what we're about to share with you. Sometimes things really align and present incredible opportunities, and this is what we've kind of encountered over the last several months. As all of you now know, I had the great pleasure of joining Alfred and Make Music a little over a year ago, and we've done a lot of great things. One of the things that we were able to do last fall was what we were calling a Power Up blog series, where we were introducing a lot of ensemble tips about different ways of getting your ensembles to play better together, planning, all these different concepts that were very, very popular with directors. And we figured, you know what, it would be great to do a season 2 with a different twist. Around that time, dear friend and wonderful educator Tyler Grant approached me with this wonderful idea that he had, and lo and behold, the two ideas kind of were very much in alignment. And then, of course, we announced this wonderful opportunity of Alfred being the exclusive distributor of Tyler Grant Music Works. And so there's a lot of things that really had to align to make this happen, but I'm thrilled to be able to announce that season 2 is all going to be about teaching tone and featuring blog articles written by incredible educators that are teaching beginners, right? We're not just looking at college professors, but people that teach beginners and how to get a great sound on every single instrument. And Tyler has, in addition to that, filmed videos that are going to be with every specific teacher talking about the nuts and bolts of what they do. And so, Tyler, great to have you with us. Great to have you on board with Alfred and with Make Music. Really thrilled about the entire thing. And I just wonder if you could talk very briefly about kind of how this whole thing came to be and your thoughts about the project in general.
Absolutely. And this is such an incredible opportunity to reach a lot of teachers, and I'm really excited that the initiative that I had just creating some of these videos very much aligns with some of the great work that Alfred and Make Music are doing with all the resources that they're creating. And so it really is a dream come true for all this to align and for us to be able to work together like this. And, I just am actually entered a new season of my career where I spent 4 years as a band director. My degrees in music education. Before I even wanted to be a composer, I wanted to be a band director, and so I've music education through and through, and that's where my heart's passion really is still to this day. Some of the most common advice that's given to young directors is to focus on producing a characteristic tone on all the instruments. And when you are given that information and you are really struggling to know exactly where to go, it can be a little bit overwhelming. I also realize that a lot of teachers out there do not have the luxury of having multiple assistants, or they're teaching 7 or 8 classes a day with no breaks. And some people might have just gotten their first job out of college and are really terrified about teaching beginners as early as in a couple days. And so I thought that it would be a great idea to just call some friends who were all middle school band directors or who have taught beginners at some point and talk about some of the most basic things that they do to create a characteristic tone on every single instrument. And this purely came out of just me wanting to learn this information myself, but the fact that we were able to film all these videos and also have these great blog articles and playlists to go along with it, I think was a really, really terrific opportunity. And so we're really excited to share this with everybody.
Yeah, and what I love is the seamless integration of things, right? So there's going to be the blog article, there's going to be the videos where they're talking about things, and then there will be ties into like the Make Music Cloud platform where it's like, well, yes, we want to teach characteristic tone, but characteristic tone, but here are ideas on how to do that, and exercises that will enable that to happen. The other thing that I really love that I think it's important to talk about, yes, we talk about a characteristic tone. Um, when people play a piece by Tyler Grant, when they play a piece by me or any of the other wonderful composers that we know that are out there, they always talk about how they love our voice, right? I love your voice. I love the way you combine the different sounds and everything. But the reality is our voice is really tied exactly to the voice of the ensemble, tied to the voice of each individual in that ensemble. And so the reality is when we start with a great characteristic sound, that is one step closer to achieving the authentic voice that people like us are hearing in our head anyway. So I love this whole series. I love everything about it.
Yeah, it's great, and I'm excited, and I've personally have learned so much, and I've told everybody in the series my only wish is that I had filmed these videos 4 years ago, right before I entered the classroom, and so I'm really excited that people are going to have these resources, and I'm appreciative of Make Music being able to take this little project of mine and take it even one step further with even more resources. So thank you, Brian, and Make Music for that.
Absolutely. Thrilled to have you on board. Thrilled for this to be one of many collaborations down the road and all different kinds of things. And so stay tuned for a lot of other wonderful things to come. But for the moment, go ahead and let's all figure out how to teach with a good characteristic tone. Thanks.